Rumor alert.
It's time for some rumors, guys. Some news, some rumors from around the world of professional wrestling. Not a lot this week, but we've got some stuff that's in my opinion, is quite interesting, and hopefully you guys do too. Let's start out with AEW, where I'll switch it up and start with AEW this time. Tony Khan is and the AEW legal team. They actually believe that WWE is engaging in what they call contract tampering.
Oh boy!
So,
here we go. Lawsuit coming.
It stemmed from a couple of years ago. Even earlier this year when WWE got Andrade, they believed that they were trying to poach him long before his contract was up.
Look who his wife is.
Fair enough, but
the door's still open.
But it further sparked the rumors after all of this stuff with Penta and Rey Fenix. Penta and Rey Phoenix, if you don't know, they were actually scheduled to win the AEW Trios titles at All In with Pac. So the Death Triangle was supposed to win at All In. Because of all these contract rumors and everything like that, Tony Khan took that completely off the table. Tony Khan still believes that AEW or WWE is trying to manipulate the contracts for these AEW wrestlers.
Is this why TK had a meeting with Shane McMahon? He wants to know how they do it.
Hey, we haven't seen anything out of Shane McMahon, but I will say this: watch All In. That's all I'm saying.
Oh boy,
that's all I'm saying at this point.
Somebody popping up.
All In's always been something where we've had some new wrestlers show up.
I can't keep up with Tony. Every week he says he has a huge announcement. So huge surprise.
It's never a huge surprise. So I don't know. I mean, even if that's the case, even if WWE is not going out and literally poaching them and being like, hey, you need to jump over, what is the problem with this? I don't understand. That would be like, someone from, a different place in California calling me up and being like, hey, how would you like to do this podcast? I don't see the problem in this as long as you're still letting them pull out their contract or finish their contract.
Yep.
So, Tony Khan, get over yourself.
I agree.
If you had a better product or a better system, they might want to stay.
If you're going to give these guys the titles at the end of their contract. They've been with you for how many years now? And we, the fans, know that they are fantastic performers.
Yeah. Two of the best singles wrestlers, let alone tag team wrestlers.
Yep.
So, there's going to be more on that, I can already tell. So we'll keep you updated on that. Watch our socials. Adam Cole, baby.
Where's this guy been?
It's finally getting back in the ring to train.
This guy.
He's finally ready to train. This has been forever.
It has.
I mean, to me, it didn't seem like it was that bad of an injury, but we're still waiting.
We're going on a year now, right?
I'm pretty close to it.
Yep.
This is a little ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know if maybe Tony Khan just has a huge health contract, but this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. Maybe he'll be showing up at All In.
I don't know. That might be a little too soon. So we'll see how that goes. Adam Cole, if you're a fan of Adam Cole, just keep an eye out for him. He'll be there soon. The Casino Gauntlet match at All In. Are you ready for that?
I guess.
I'm actually excited about this. I like the Gauntlet matches and the Battle Royals and stuff like that.
It's usually the same people in them over and over and over again. And it always comes down to Orange Cassidy and somebody else.
Yeah, well, this is going to be a little different. It's a gauntlet match, and it can end at any time. So, who knows? But according to Fightful Select, there's going to be many interesting names going to be in this match. They didn't go into detail about who those interesting people were, but it kind of makes me feel like we're going to see some surprises. My question is, who do you got in mind? Like, who could actually be those big surprises?
I don't have anybody in mind except for really just nobodies, because Tony Khan likes to find these random people and throw them in there.
He does. The big one that came to my mind, we haven't seen Miro in a long time.
Very long time.
So he could definitely pop up. Obviously, Wardlow. We could see him in this match. This is kind of his bread and butter.
But not win it.
Of course not win it. We could see the return of Daniel Garcia.
God.
Not that anybody cares about Daniel Garcia.
Okay.
But those are a few that I'm like, yeah, we could see those. I mean, I don't know that it would be like a huge shock.
John Moxley.
We could see John Moxley. I mean, it is for a world title shot, so
yeah.
We haven't seen him in a couple of months at this point.
I'd love to have him back for sure.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since Forbidden Door.
It's been a good, Forbidden Door.
So, it'd be interesting to see where this is going to go. But I don't know. I'm interested to see. I always like I'm a big fan of the Royal Rumble. So
you love those surprises.
I love those surprises.
WWE let you down though this year on the men's side. It was not too many surprises.
No, there's always some big names and stuff, and they just did nothing.
There's some old legends, and it was nothing.
So the last thing I have for AEW, this one's kind of interesting to me. As of right now, according to Wrestling Purist, backstage talk is that for All Out, it looks like it's going to be Swerve Strickland versus Hangman Page.
For the title.
Didn't say for the title. That's what makes me interested.
Okay, all right.
It's we've got Hangman Page, who has been on this, rampage lately, no pun intended. And then we've got Swerve Strickland, who is also a heel now. So what are we doing right here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Hangman, he goes after just random people, though. It does not even going after Swerve.
Yeah, but he's going against AEW at this point.
Yeah.
Like we know that he's not elite, but he's definitely not AEW anymore. So I'm interested to see what that means. That was my big question. Is it going to be for the title or not?
Oh, definitely.
You
for
think
the
so?
title, the Elite interfere because they're still mad about what happened. Hangman, you're not doing it. I'm sorry. You're not cooking anymore.
Nah. No, you're not going to be a two-time champion.
And
not anytime soon.
You just reminded me. MJF went on a interview, and his beef with Britt Baker said it's all BS. It is nonsense.
Yeah.
He said, does that sound right to you that I would get so mad at a female that I would punch a wall?
Yeah.
And nothing would happen to me. I would have no repercussions for anything that I said or did. Just her. Does that sound right to you? That's what he said. And I was like, yes, that sounds exactly right.
And let's be honest. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Let's be honest. MJF is the face of AEW. 100% is the only person that AEW has developed and brought him up to the main event status.
Yes. Yep.
Everybody else had Ring of Honor and WWE and TNA and all those. He is the one person that is homegrown. Yes, he was in MLW. I understand that. But he is homegrown AEW.
MJF made MJF.
Yes.
True.
So, I don't see Tony Khan going after MJF for anything that MJF does at this point. He's the face of AEW. He's AEW's bread and butter at this point. So, all right. So let's switch it over to WWE.
WWE, WWF.
All right. WWF. We're looking at that pretty soon, aren't we? Current plans for Punk and McIntyre at Bash in Berlin. Strap match.
Oh,
that is the current plans for Bash at Berlin.
That's what the belt was about.
Yes.
All right.
So I like it. I haven't seen a good strap match in a long time.
This feud all over a bracelet.
Yeah, all over.
Winner gets the bracelet.
Yeah, bracelet on a pole match. We're not even gonna do the pole anymore. We're just gonna hang it up like we do the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yep.
Yeah. Who knows? We're not going to go there. Anyway, if you haven't heard yet, Randy Orton has signed a 5-year deal with WWE.
Yes.
So, which means he is WWE through 2029 at minimum.
He's a lifer.
I agree. He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere, no.
He is definitely WWE through and through.
Yeah.
So, I applaud him. He's the only one that's lasted from that 2002 call-up from FCW.
The only one still there, the big names, yep.
So, yeah. Kudos to you, Randy
The
Orton.
longevity of the Viper, the legend killer.
He still looks great, too, man.
Still killing it out there, yeah.
Oh. So, All right, last but not least, this one's kind of fun, interesting for me. But have you seen the back and forth between Linda McMahon and Vince McMahon's legal team?
I have not. I saw that Linda said Vince McMahon's health is deteriorating,
Yep.
but I have not heard any of this.
Yes. So Linda McMahon earlier this week came out and said that Vince McMahon's health is deteriorating quicker than anybody realizes.
How old is Vince?
80 something.
80s?
But shortly after that, less than a day later, Vince McMahon's legal team came back and said, no, he's perfectly healthy. He's fine.
Oh, that's weird.
So
yeah.
it really makes you kind of perk up and wonder, like, what's going on right now?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Why are we, like, is Linda right? And,
Uh-huh.
like, the legal team's just trying to cover it up?
Yeah. Well, how would it benefit her to lie about his health?
Right. Why?
That's-
I mean, they're still married as far as I know.
Are they still married? Wow.
As far as I know, they're still
I
married.
got no idea.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I mean,
I got
but
no clue.
I have not heard of a divorce.
Right.
So
I didn't either. Yeah.
I know that he hangs out with a lot of women.
hmm
So
I mean, there's always going to be feelings there. They got kids together. They were together forever. They built WWF.
yes. So
So I don't see how it would benefit her to tell the news that his health is severely deteriorating.
yeah. But it also makes you wonder why the legal team came back at all. I mean, who cares if people think that Vince? I mean, he has nothing right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a big celebrity. He's not the head of WWE anymore. He has no clout anywhere.
Has he sold all of his stock in TKO or WWE?
I think he was
under?
forced to whenever
It's all gone? Okay.
Whenever he left.
I was thinking maybe he was still on something or in charge of something or was in talks to sell something, so they don't want to make it seem like he's dying or
Yeah.
whatever.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any. I think they made him sell all of his stuff whenever they fired him. So I don't think that's going to be a thing. He's still got, I believe it was a 5-year ban from wrestling. So he's still got 3.5, 4 years left on that.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like he's going to buy a new company anytime soon.
Oh yeah, no.
So I don't understand why we're having this back and forth at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's weird. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? What's the purpose of that comment?
yeah, let us know. I'm interested in everybody's thoughts. This is a big one too. I mean, just because it is 3.5, 4 years away doesn't mean that it's not an opportunity down the road.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. If you guys have anything that we missed, let us know. I'd like to point it out next week, and we'll get everything up on our socials and everything like that.
Yeah, keep an eye on our YouTube, our TikTok, Spotify, Apple, Facebook, Instagram.
We got them all, guys.
Throw out the live updates too, so definitely like and share, subscribe, help your boys out.
That's right.
And we'll see you next time.
This is your boys Cam and B Money.